another Let's Make a Mario game video. I apologize for not doing one last week. I'm sick. I'm still kind of sick right now. I was not able to talk last week, so I was like, so it would have been impossible for me to actually do a video. But I feel a little bit better now, and so I'm back at it today, and let's start on doing the next enemy, and that is Rex. Let's work on Rex. I'm gonna show you what we have today so far. In the last episode, we ended up doing Bullet Bill. So if I go a little bit on the right of the screen, Bullet Bill comes in and he goes out the screen. For now, he keeps doing what he's doing, but once we have collisions working and all that stuff, we'll make him stop. So he only does it once and it dies forever and never comes back, right? Alright guys, so what we're going to work on next is working on Rex. So let's create a class. Let's create a class. Just right click on project, go to add, let's add a class, add, and let's call this Rex. Right? We make sure it's the source file. Oops, I did not mean to do that. It's in the source folder, and derive some enemy. Alright. Let's tweak a little bit of this class a little bit. Alright. Let's end it. And if. So now we have done that already. Let's look at the enemy CPP file. H file. Alright, it has set points. Okie dokie. So what we're gonna have here, definitely we're gonna need an avoid update. I misspelled update. And we can make sure it's override. It doesn't really need the override, but there's a way to confirm that actually we have an update. Because if we actually didn't have an update, we call it override, it will give you an error saying that it doesn't have any class or anything that's overridden. So this is just a way for me to tell that it does have one, even though I already know it does have it. But it doesn't really need it. It's up to you. I probably should have mentioned that the first time I started using it. But oh well. We have update. That's about it. So far I don't know. We'll add more to it once it comes to that point. That's not what I wanted. Let's quick actions. Let's add Rex to the CPP file. The update. Let's tweak. Let's add the enemy base class here. Oh, yes, it does need the constructor will need the entity pointer. I need an entity pointer. You know, pass it in here. Make sure you pass an entity here. I'll fix that. And in here, from where we confirmed last time, Rex has 2 hit points, right? 2, he's normal. Then once you hit him once, hit point 1, then he's squished and he moves faster, right? So let's have him so he has. Why doesn't hit points? I did not put an M on it, but okay. He has 2 hit points. So when he's 2 hit points, which is he does normally, he'll go with its normal speed. Else if hit points equals 1, he will move faster. So let's write down what we have to do. So he's squished and moves faster, right? Else, that means hit points is less than that. And he's dead. Death. If I can spell death. But this could be a bug here in the future, I already know that. Let's say I had hit points to be like 4. And it's gonna be here, and in reality it's not really death. But if you really want to fix that, it's just, it doesn't really need that part, but normal. Okay. We do have. Let's see. Let's go to that class. Let's see. We have against C. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Constants. Enemy constant has a max velocity. Lost time. Okay, so we do have a max horizontal velocity. Okay, let's use horizontal velocity. Right. On top here, we can have a vector 3. And have that velocity. Right? Say mn to t. Actually, this guy's gonna have two different max velocities. So we could have here, have a private and call it float and speed. And speed, I probably should have a default body for all of them. But let's see, speed is 50. Speed is 300 for this guy. Interesting. My speed is 50. Okay. Alright. Let's put a 50. Let's see. Let's put a 50. 50, 50, 50. Let's put 50 for now. Float. Let's actually before I do that, let's include Mario constants. Rex will have an extra velocity here. For now, let's see. For now, let's say float max velocity. Horizontal velocity. Let's make it funny. Squished. And by default, we can have it say enemy constants, max velocity, and let's make it time step by 1.5. Right. So here, max velocity. We're gonna put it here, max velocity, to equal enemy constants, max velocity. I don't even know if it's even gonna need this. We may not even need it, but anyways, inside when hit points equals 1, we're gonna change that to be max horizontal velocity squished. On top, we say toss it max velocity, set velocity that get x plus speed. Right. And at the bottom, we just gonna say velocity that get x. It's greater than. Okay. It's gonna be less than because it's going the opposite way. Less than negative max velocity because x is going on the left is going negative. So wait, yeah, yes, that's right. Then we just set velocity to equal that. That's set x to equals negative max velocity. We can check for the other way, though we're never going to go that way, at least for this level. But if you guys want to put it, you can actually do it as well. It will never ever go here, for at least for this level, but why not? Why not? Like the Pokemon. Why not? velocity that get X, velocity that get Y. Okay, okay. Now it comes to animations. What was I gonna do? How does Chuck do it? Animation wise. Animation sprite. Animation sprite. Animation sprite. What do you initialize animation sprite? And Chuck. Oh, okay, so I have a set animation sprite here. Let's do that same thing for Rex. The animation sprites have a animation sprite class in here. Animation sprites. We initialize this, and we set that to the animation sprites. Right? So we have that. Okay. So what do I have? It's not this one. Alright. So from now on, not from this point on, make sure you can have let's have these. Let's include Rex into your actual folder. It's in the repository, as always, in the same location. And add these two images into your sprite. Into your project in texture and enemies folders, or wherever you located your textures in. And let's go to this game scene CPP file once you have done so. At the bottom, actually, you know what? Let's go at the top first. Let's include Rex in here. Include Rex. Let's add animations here. Both of them. And what were the names of them again? Rex Walking 2. Okay, so Rex Walking and Rex Walking 2. You can hit Rex Walking Squished. So we finally find a time where we actually changed this, so let's call it Rex Walking Squished. So now we go on the bottom, and under Bullet Bill, we can initialize our little guy. Actually, where's Chuck at? I want the position of Chuck, and a little bit ahead. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's go there. Let's copy Bullet Bill's information, entity, position, and scale. We're gonna call our animation sprite pointer anim sprites equals new animation sprites. We're gonna pass in the entity as always, and now we add our animations. Animation pointer. Do we need? Yes. I forgot how. Yeah, it's a pointer. My bad. It's been a while. Animation equals new animation. Right. And we set this looping to true. By default, he's actually going to be walking the first time. I think I remember calling Rex Walking. Rex Walking. Gonna be 350. And then we add it to an animation sprite. Add animation. Now we add another one of these for our Rex Walking Squished. Set it to true for now, animation. And then let's say play animation Rex Walking. And now we initialize Rex. Pointer Rex. And goes new Rex. Entity. Rex. Set animation sprite. Anim sprites. Now we go here. Go animation sprite, and in here where hit point is 1. Oh wait. Set the max velocity to that. Then we can set. Oh, I didn't include animation sprite here. Make sure you include animation sprite here. I forgot where animation sprite is located at. Graphics maybe? Yeah, there we go. Graphics slash backslash animation sprite. And we set play actually. Rex walking squished. And I believe that should do it for now. Actually, it should be minus up top because it's going on the left. And which way is it facing actually? Okay, so it's facing the wrong way, at least in this level. So let's go back to game scene and scale. It's negative, awesome. That's all I needed. And then, let's see. Oh, that did not work. That did not work. Why did that not work? Oh, wait, yeah, no, that's not what I needed to do. Hold on, I missed something. I'm always missing something every time I do this. What do I always miss? Oh, no, wait, that's Piranha Plant. Oh, Anim Sprite? Really? Had to set active too? Alright, well, let's do it then. I thought the animation is supposed to be set active. No, that did not work either. It's still this. Interesting. Okay, I spelled it correctly, right? Rex walking, PNG. Double checking all this stuff again. Idle walking. 150. Guess I'm about to do it this way. Alright, let's do the old fashioned way then, shall we? Column animation is 2, 1. Total animation is 2, and animation speed is 350. I'm surprised because Mario doesn't have to do that. No, wait, does that? Oh, I didn't do it to the right one. Ha ha ha. Yes. That is great. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Not sure if he's moving a little bit too fast. Let's slow him down a bit. Let's put it 250. 250. Oh, wrong one again. Hold on. Alright. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. It's in the ground though. Let's move him down a bit. That's where Mario's at. About 100. Really? Did I update that position? I don't think it's 100 though. No, it's not 100 because he jumps down the floor. What is the floor position? Mario. Mario. Where's Mario player? Are constants, man? No. It has to be here somewhere. Round. Round Y is 580. Okay, let's put in 580. 580 for Rex. 580. And on let's have him hit points 1. Let's see how it looks like when it's squished. Okay, that seems reasonable to me. Maybe he moves a little bit faster because he has to move, not faster, but strike 250. Yeah, that works for me. Awesome. Okay, that looks good to me. And Rex is done. That's pretty simple for Rex. Nothing too crazy. I do not need this, but I'm leaving it there for now, just in case I need it in the future. And since it was a really quick one, let's work on the other one too, Koopa. Let's work on Koopa, the unshelled Koopa that starts right at the beginning. Right. So let's create a new one. And since I didn't make a video last week, then might as well include it here. Let's add. Because today should have been my last day working with enemies, which should have been. But there's only one Koopa here. Yeah, I'm gonna name him Koopa. I know there's different versions, two different versions, one with its shell and one without it. My name is just Koopa. Koopa. Make sure it goes into the side inside the source folder. Oh, I keep doing that same thing again. And derive some enemy. Okay, if in def Koopa H define Koopa H and if constructor, make sure you pass in the entity pointer. Go into the CPP file, make sure you add that as well, entity pointer entity. And it derives from enemy entity. Alright, so it's probably going to be almost similar, not the same as Rex, except without the unsquished animation thing. Let's pass in these two. Okay, and we're gonna need a speed. Okay, one thing about this, for this level, for the first one, we know that he falls in the sky. You know, let's look at it. I actually didn't open it up this time. Let's open it up. Oh, just make sure you add, I'm not sure if I already said it, but make sure you add the Koopa walk, the slide, and the death. Alright. Okay. Make sure you get it in the repository and it should be there. I keep forgetting where I leave my... There you are. Where do you open? Oh wow, you're like right in the corner of this. I don't know how to bring you here. Oh, there we go. Let's open Mario. Come on, let me open it. Reset ROM, Super Mario World. Okay. Alright, so let's go here. through all this stuff, which already done. Or you don't need to look through all that. Let me go through all this stuff here. Alright, let's go to here, right? See that? He's right here, he jumps down, slides, and then he starts walking. Right? So, but the thing is, since we don't have any collisions yet, we don't have collisions for that slide yet, I do not think I will do that for him at the moment. I will do it once we have collisions working. But slide. Yeah, that will have to be done with collision because I will need the normal out of it and all this kind of stuff that I need to so he can slide down. So I'm gonna skip that for this round until we actually have collisions working. So for now, he's just gonna be walking the floor just like Rex. This could be exactly similar to it. Koopa only has 1 hit point. So here, hit point equals 1. Let's include both of these functions inside our Koopa file. Here, animation sprite. Only reason why I kept this here because in the future I will change it when Koopa dies. And it'll be like Koopa died, death animation, right? But for now, we're not gonna need that. And all I'm gonna need is this. Set the speed. I need Mario constants on top. Let's include both of these. Mario constants and animation sprite in Koopa. And let's copy this too. We will not have that at the moment. We'll max velocity. We'll include it right now. I'm just gonna say float max velocity equals enemy constants. Max horizontal velocity. And let's dim it down a bit by 0.5. 0.05. So multiply that by 0.05. I mean by 0.95. My bad. I don't know where I got 0 from. And that should be it for Koopa, actually. Alright, so let's go in here. Gain CPP file on top. Let's include Koopa. Let's include both of those animations. Or 3 of them. There's 3, right? There's 3 animations. There's a Koopa walk. Yeah, the Koopa walk. The Koopa walk. Weird. We also have a Koopa slide. I mean, if you guys want to do a Koopa slide, that's fine by me. But I mean, there's no animations for. Animations. You know what we can do? If he's in the air, let's change it to Koopa slide. You will have that little slide thing, right? Right. All right. Let's see. Let's copy this guy. It's 3 screen width. Let's do minus 300. That's fine. And let's put them in the air, which means that I will have to add gravity actually. So never mind. I'll need gravity on it. All right. Animation sprite. Well, only one has an actual animation, and that's a Koopa walk, because that has 2 frames. No, that's not that one. It's this one. The other one does not need it. It could be a sprite, but I'm not gonna be able to interchange them in between them, so it has to be an animation. It's gonna be a little lame, but it will have to be that. Koopa slide, I will not need any of these. Do I need a speed for it? Yes, I will need a speed. Here, set it to 0. Looping, no. Add animation. And that would be the same thing for the other one, which is the death. And we finally gonna be. It doesn't really need to be setting to it, but and it'll be a Koopa down here instead of Rex. And that's all I need. More constants. We do have gravity, so we can use that. We need a max velocity on the Y. Do we have a max velocity for Mario when he jumps? When he's falling down? This is not in here. When applying gravity. Let me see. Apply gravity. Go to definition. No, there's no clamp value for it at the moment. Not sure if it's gonna be an issue though. I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, let's go to Koopa. We're gonna tweak a little bit more on it as well. We will only, let's see. Up top, above velocity, we can say vector 3 position. And we can get the position of entity or of Koopa. And say if position dot get y is greater, no, it's less than, yeah, less than the ground y, then we can apply gravity, right? Else we're gonna do this. Which means this has to be down. Well, it had to be here. And then here, set y. We're gonna get the y. And we can add gravity to it. We can add gravity. And in here, since it's, we can change it to M animation sprite, play animation, and we can say the Koopa slide, the Koopa slide, the Koopa slide. And in here, once we do that, we can change it to the Koopa walk, the Koopa walk. The Koopa walk. Let's see how that looks. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, I'm at it. Wait, what did I do? That was weird. The Koopa walk. But it didn't even... What's going on here? Did I mess up somewhere? It's doing something weird. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Position. Interesting. Did I update animations correctly? Ah. What did I do wrong? Happens when you copy paste stuff. I have that. Did I wrong one. My bad. Wrong one. 580 plus 300, okay. 580 plus 300. Okay. Wrong. One. Whoa, that was quick. What the heck happened? Did I multiply DT to gravity as well? I think I did, right? That was super huge jump right there. Yes, I did. Gravity times DT. Okay, so that's why. Alright, let's go back here. And here plus gravity, you multiply that by DT. There we go. Oh, we didn't clamp it. We didn't clamp velocity. Okay. Let's go back to Koopa. Once inside here, we set velocity. We can set velocity. We can set velocity y. That means he's hitting the ground already. Velocity y equals 0. And we set the position. Do we care? Yes, we. Well, not really. For now, it doesn't matter. Okay, well, he's not moving though. Something's going on here. Something's going on. Something's going on. I do some velocity down here, so what's going on here? If it's greater than that, I set it to that. He does actually do that. Or speed, I didn't actually call speed. To equal anything. So 57 and that. I'm gonna go to system test for myself actually. Because the screen appears off screen, at least for you guys. So I would like to do that so that it appears within the screen. We're system testing here. Screen position 16. Spawning at 620. That means I have to initialize all of that. Lame. Build errors. Yay. Oh, I don't care about those errors. Weird errors. We have that. So that's what we have at the moment. Yeah, they're a little bit off, which is fine. It's no biggie. Let's see. There's one last thing I would like to do. I'm not sure if I should do it now. I'm not sure if I should do it now or not. Let's see you in Mario. Oh. You notice that he slides, pauses for a second, then he walks, right? And I'm trying to figure out if I want that to, if I wanted to do that. It was like 1 second, right? Like 1 second pause. Let's see. One sec. Yeah, one. It was 1 second before he actually did his thing. So let's do that then. We have a timer here. Float. Timer pause. No, timer to walk. And you're gonna have a const float. Time to walk. And set that to 1 second. So in here, it's just gonna be like, hey, plus equals dt. Make sure it equals 0 on top. And once it actually, if time to walk is greater or equal to time to walk, then we'll walk. I was thinking of doing like kind of like how Chuck does it with state machines. Ooh, hold on. I'll make sure I actually set the velocity Y to 0 instead of waiting for it. Not bad. Set the Y velocity to 0. Make sure it's on top outside the if statement. There we go. Another thing that we can do, you can have it so it does this instead. No, I don't know why I did that. No! I wanted to put it below that. And in here, set active to false. Set active to true down here. Let's see. It looks weird that he's like on the floor and then he walks. Awesome. Okay, that works for me. Okay, guys, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We did all the enemies so far we are gonna be having in this level, and so we did Bill, we did Chuck, we did Piranha Plant, Rex, Koopa, and yeah, it's crazy. Almost done. Psych. We still have the biggest ones coming next, so it's just the collisions. And like I said before, I'm gonna be doing box 2D. I'm still deciding to see how I'm gonna be doing this. If you, I mean, well, I definitely have. I'm not. Yeah, I could make in the next video. We can have initializing box 2D in our project. So in the next video, we're gonna go through all this process. This is gonna be a boring video. Apologize, but we have to do that so we can make box 2D work. I'm definitely going to be downloading it. I have not looked into it for a long time since I was in college, so I'm not sure how it looks like now. I don't even know if it exists. Hold on, let's look at it. Let's look for it, shall we? Box 2D. Google Box 2D. I don't even know if it still exists. Yeah, it still exists. So we have all this stuff. They have not done much so far since 2015. Okay, he has moved it here. Oh, he has. 9 months ago. He has done some updates in here. Okay, cool. So we'll look into this stuff in the next video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the last video of enemies, at least at the moment, until we have collisions going back, going in. So I did enemy. Let's see. Let's go to the list. We have project setup, which we did already. Player movement. Did animations. Level setup, kinda. Where we set up the level, which the background. Camera movement. So the camera moves. We have enemies, which we were at when we just finished. Then the next one is collisions, and another one is level setup. Part 2. We're gonna set up now, and we're gonna use a level editor to place all these objects, all these yeah, I guess you could call them objects, or all these entities into a level. Function of power-ups, items like coins and all this kind of stuff. Then the end game, where you lose, we can have add lives to it. We can have the finish line. And I say going into pipes that have it as question marks. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do it yet or not. The other one is blocks, like the question mark, breakable stuff. Wait, does this level has breakable? I guess I think it does. Turtle shells for this one. And have a flip, which I'm not sure what that means. Flip. Blocks, flip. I guess the flip one is animating. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Actually, I forgot. I should have. And the other one, which I completely forgot, I just added it last week, and that's sounds. We don't have any sounds with this level, so. But yeah, that's the check mark of all these stuff that we need to do for this. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you guys like it. Like always, give me feedback, anything. You can put it down in the comments, message me on Twitter or on YouTube or on Facebook. Yeah, let other people know about this project or any other of my videos, you know. Definitely it will be helpful for myself and helpful for other people that probably needs it as well, you know. You guys have like a little small engine here that we can do. You can improve it. Um, but yeah, uh, I'll see you guys next time. Signing out, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Signing out. Well, that depends if I upload it to there or not. Anyway, signing out, guys. See you guys.